The new Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, build life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. It's your host.
All right, my beautiful people, y'all know I am super excited today, man, because we're going to be making sure that we understand that our health is greater than our wealth, man. We got our debut presentation for the Corona Cooking Show. That's right, man. Y'all all quarantined up. Y'all, doing the lovely dance and all that stuff, man. Hey, we're going to be able to show y'all some stuff that y'all can make, right? So y'all have family dinner. It's like family time all the time now. Like no one, just not Sunday, all the time for the next, who knows, foreseeable future. But anyway, man, we got the Corona Cooking Show, man. We bringing to you guys a special presentation of African cuisine with our Sudanese chef here today. So I'm super excited. Our premiere episode. Make sure you hit that like button and share button if you care. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, ERGJ Black Bazaar, international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club, which is a study of Black wealth. It's a study of the 12 richest Black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just truly believe that if you want to be wealthy, that's a big if, by the way. But if you do, I recommend that you study wealthy people. And one thing about wealthy people, they know how to eat. I tell you that, man. There's no limit on their cuisine or how far they'll go to have the finest foods in the land. That's right, the finest foods in the land. But anyway, man, you guys can pick up that book by simply going to the website, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com. Pick up your copy today. This show is being sponsored by ERGJ Black Bazaar, the Afrocentric marketplace. We specialize in Afrocentric home decor, personal care products, and also Black art-inspired gifts. You can get some pretty cool stuff for yourself, for your household, and we also have personal care products like soap, deodorant, toothpaste, things like that as well. As we play a little Rona defense, man. So go ahead and pick you something up at the Afrocentric marketplace by checking out the website www.theblackbazaar.com, www.theblackbazaar.com. Want you to remember this, guys, that once you shop Black, you never go back. That's right. Once you shop Black, people, you never go back. Man, definitely want to know who's here right now, man. You guys have been super excited, waiting for the time to come, and it's 5 o'clock, and we ready to rock, man. Let's see who's joining with us here today. Go and let us know where you're connecting from, what city, what state, what country. We're broadcasting across the World Wide Web, connecting to mobile devices, connecting to phones, connecting to laptops, and connecting to PCs all over the world, and we're broadcasting from our studios here in Decatur, Georgia, where it's greater, right? Love to know where you're connecting from. Just how far our reach is here today for the Corona Cooking Show, man. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, Miss Debbie. Thanks so much for joining. How are you? Miss Jennifer Alman is in the house from Georgia. What's going on with you? Vivian Reed, thanks so much. Always showing up. Thanks so much for being here. Again, it's our premiere show, man. Hit the like button, the share button if you care, the like button, and the share button if you care, because we got a sister that's going to be sharing with us some tips in the kitchen, guys. Some tips in the kitchen. Now, before I do that, I thought, hey, we're doing a Corona, right? We're doing a Corona, so I figured what I do is just give a quick little Corona update so we understand what's going on across the world and in the United States. I think that's pertinent, so we can help to calm some things. Seems like I got a little quiet, but I'm not quite sure. But anyway, here's a little Corona update for you guys. A little Corona update for you guys. See if this thing, it's not showing up yet. See if this thing's showing up. A little Corona update for you guys. We have thus far 718,000 have been infected since it came out, which is probably around November, December sometime. We've had 33,000 deaths across the world. The world is filled with about 7.7 billion people. And we've had 151,000 that have been recovered. So we still have about roughly 500,000 people that are still dealing with it across the world, okay? So I want to do, obviously, I'm in the United States, and so I want to break down, take a look at what's going on in the United States, which has creeped up to be the leader that's been infected. So United States are currently looking at 138,000 people across the United States. Of course, there's about 350 million people in the United States. So only got about 138 that's been infected. There's only been about 2,500 deaths, and there's been 4,500 that have been recovered. And so we got about 152,000 people that are still, dealing with it, going through, have been confirmed to have been infected, but they're not dead, and they haven't quite fully recovered yet. So they're still going through the motions of going through recovery. We can see also here, China's a big case because China is where it originated, so they say, and they're only dealing with 3,200 people left that are dealing with this virus. So they had 80,000 that were infected. They 7,500 of them recovered. So they're looking at about a 95% recovery rate over in China. And I hope that we here in the United States are following suit. Now, if you guys needed to, we can take a look at your state in particular, but we do know that New York is where it's having the biggest impact. We got 59 or 60,000 people in New York that have been infected, only 965 that have died out of those 60,000 people. And so we don't have the recovery numbers here, but that's what we got going on. And you kind of go down from there, New Jersey, which is right next to New York. That makes sense. Then we start to have, 4,000 to 5,000 range here as far as being infected. So just want to give a quick Corona update so you guys can take a look at some numbers as we get ready for our Corona cooking show. Let's see who else is here, man. What's going on? Lawrenceville, George in the house, man. Hit the like button, the share button if you care. Like button, share button if you care. Now, I just want to introduce you guys our facilitator for tonight. She is part of the BBC, which is the Black Billionaires Club, which have a lot of members that are here. And she is in New York. So I definitely wonder if she out there serving the good food to the people in New York. She's healthy, and she'll be sharing with us some things here today. So let me introduce to you guys our Sudanese chef. That's right, our Sudanese chef all the way from Sudan all the way from New York by way of Sudan. Miss Gladys Chateau is in the house. So hopefully I said your name right, Gladys. How are you doing tonight?
Yes. Hi, Evan. I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing absolutely phenomenal. Thanks so much for having the guts, the balls, and the courage to be our very first chef, our very first presentation on the brand new. Everybody putting also brand new. That's right, the brand new Corona cooking show. Tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, why you do what you do, and why the heck we should be learning from you and when it comes to what you're gonna do in the kitchen tonight.
Yes, thank you, Evan. I'm Gladys Chateau. I'm the only Sudanese caterer in New York City, and I do what I do because I'm very passionate about my culture, and I want to share it with everyone in all over the world, but especially in New York. It's a melting pot. People don't really know about Sudan. All you know is about, the wars and the tragedy, but our culture is very beautiful. We're big on food. We're big on hospitality. We're very loving people, and we have a very, very vivid history. You guys know about Egypt, but Sudan has more pyramids than Egypt, okay? Yes. And I'm excited to share some dishes with you guys. Yay!
I did not know we had, so we got to come to Sudan and see more pyramids than Egypt. That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna learn today. Y'all know what we learned. We're putting the council pineapples. I just learned that pineapple. All right. So what we doing here tonight, man? What are we doing here tonight? I see you ready to rock and roll. I want to give you enough time to with the people.
So what we're gonna make today is a Sudanese chicken stew. Very simple. We have our chicken ready, our spices ready, and some rice, some really nice flavored rice, and a simple salad with cucumber and tomatoes. So what you need is tomatoes, onions, cucumber, chicken, and some rice, oil, some tomato paste as well, and yeah, some lemon juice, lime juice if you have fresh, even better. But in times of Rona, we can't get everything we want, so you got to do what you can do. And yeah, we'll get started. Shall we start soon? Let me know.
Oh yeah. I mean, the show is yours. However you want to do it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be moderating over here, trying to help the people with the comments. Keisha's in the house. What's going on? Anybody?
Yeah, let me know if they have any questions.
Hit the like button.
So you put on your Rona gloves. You got to get your oil on a high heat because we're gonna fry the chicken first. We have our spice mix here. You can purchase it on our Shopify, and you just cover your chicken with our spice mix, like 1 tablespoon, and you rub it in, like so. Look at that. Yeah. If you have time to marinate it, even better. But I don't have that time. We ain't got that time today. No, we have time, but I didn't do it yet. Yeah. So in Sudan, cumin is a very popular spice, so there's a lot of cumin in here and some other secrets. Mind your business. No, you could DM me or buy the spice mix. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is fry the chicken. Look how nicely covered it is in our spice mix. Very simple. We have a lot of oil on high heat. We're just gonna put that in there and get it nice and brown. Get it nice and crispy. There. And we're gonna take off our Rona gloves. And while that's cooking, what we're gonna do is make our salad because it's really easy. We're just gonna add cucumbers, like this, nicely diced cucumbers. Oh my god, the light. Can y'all see? Yes, like that. And cucumbers, tomatoes, and we're gonna make a very simple dressing, very healthy, because we have all this fried food in Sudan. We love to fry food, and yeah, we're gonna add some olive oil, just a bit, like 1 teaspoon. Then some lemon juice. Let me show you guys that. Some lemon juice. And we're also gonna add some of our spice mix, just a bit, maybe just 1 teaspoon, a little bit. And we're gonna mix it. So because we have all the fried food, you know, you have to balance it out with the zest and some fresh vegetables or fruit. And in Sudan, we have salad with every meal. One of our most popular salads is cucumber, tomato, or scallion tomatoes with peanut butter. We really love peanut butter in Sudan. What the Arabic word for peanut butter is actually Sudanese nut. Yeah, we're very known for our peanut butter dishes. We have peanut butter in our eggplant salad. We have peanut butter in our stews, literally in everything. So don't burn your chicken. Flip it over. Just give it a nice browning. All right. And for the stew, you chop the onion in halo form, like so. I mean, in half moon crescent form. We have some garlic, some green chilies. We're big on green chilies. We love chili. Then the same you prep the tomatoes the same way, halo form. That gives a nice stew. And all you do is you cook the onions first until they're translucent. Then you add the tomatoes, and after all of the tomatoes are disintegrated into the stew, you add some tomato paste just to thicken it up a little bit. Okay. So Sudanese food. Let me tell you a little bit about Sudanese food. It's very eclectic. It's a mix of all of Africa, from north, south, east, west. We have things like fufu, but we do it just with flour, you know, the pounded yam with water to eat with our stews. We also have something like the Ethiopian injera. Ours is called kisra. It's a bit thinner, like a crepe, a savory one. And we also have one that's called gurasa, which is the Hausa word, the Nigerian Hausa word for bread. And that one is much thicker than the injera. And we have a lot of Middle Eastern influence, of course, because we're close to Saudi Arabia. All of the Muslims and other people passing through to go to their Hajj to Saudi Arabia would go through Sudan. And they love it there because we are cute and we are nice people. So they would settle there and become Sudanese. Yes, you can go there and become Sudanese if you want. Yes. Okay, let's check on our chicken. That's fine for now. It has a nice browning. I'll show you guys. Nice crust. And we'll just leave the oil on. Let me show you. Oh my God. If you guys could smell this, I swear to God. Look. Nice crust. Yummy, yummy. Okay. So what we're going to do now is prepare for our rice. So we have onions and tomato. We're just going to throw that in the same oil to get some flavorful rice, yeah? Doesn't take long. You throw in some of our spice mix, some extra. It's 2 minutes. There. We have our little rice pot. And we would just saute them. That. Just for a little bit, not too long. You just want it to get all that goodness. And we'll take it out and add it to our little pot here. A rice pot. There. You get some of the oil, some of the spices, some of that chicken. So, okay. Here. Then we're going to add the rice into this. We have our rice. We already washed the rice. Oops. There. We'll mix it in. so hard to film. Bloggers, help me. If anyone's a blogger, call me. Then we're gonna add some water just to cover the rice nicely. This is jasmine rice, by the way. We love jasmine rice. We're gonna add a little bit of the lemon zest and another teaspoon of our spice mix. Boom, like that. And we're just gonna cook the rice. You bring the rice to a boil, and once it's boiling, you just lower the temperature like on 2 or on low heat and just let it rest, okay? There. Put it there, cover it up with the lid. And boom! Our rice is coming along. Okay, now we're gonna throw in our onions that I showed you before that are cut in halo form for the stew. So, just gonna let those cook a bit. Okay, there. Any questions, guys? Any questions? No? Usually what we do while we're waiting for everything to cook, we dance. Or you clean as you go, you know, don't waste time. Clean your dishes while you're waiting for everything to cook. Yeah. In Sudan, so for example, if you're a neighbor or someone passing through, you can go, literally, you could go to any house, knock on the door, and ask for help. Like, we're very, very hospitable people. We have a lot of, our tradition is nomadic. We have a lot of nomadic tribes, so it's very common for people to stay at other people's houses. Like in our living rooms, we might have 2 or 3 beds. In our bedrooms, we have multiple beds because family members travel and come and visit from different parts of the country and stay over for however long. You know, it's not uncommon for us to be raised by our aunties, our grandmothers, literally our community. So when they say in African tradition, it takes a village, like literally it takes a village to raise people, Sudanese people. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna add the onion.
You got a question about the spice mix?
Yes.
Is it spice mix?
It's not spicy. No, it's not spicy at all. No. It's mild. It's mild. It's only dry spices, no chili, nothing. So don't worry about that. Not everybody eats chili, right? I do. I eat chili for breakfast. Okay, we added the tomatoes. Okay, and we're gonna just saute them. The onions have a nice browning to them, and the garlic too. Let me show you guys. Oh my God! If you guys look, you gotta see this. Look. See that? And then you just let the tomatoes the onions get translucent, and the tomatoes have to disintegrate into the stew. And there our rice is cooking in the back. Once it gets to a boil, you're just gonna lower the temperature, yeah? Okay, and our salad is already ready. If you can't wait, you can eat it already. Just playing. Okay, there we go.
So you got a question about your oil.
Okay, let me see.
Do you add all your vegetables in the oil?
So yeah, in the same hot oil, you just add tomatoes and onions. You can add more vegetables like green chili, for example. I mean, green peppers, bell peppers. You can add bell peppers, whatever you like, you know. Sometimes we add okra. We add. Let me show you guys. We have. We usually add purslane, if you like, or spinach. You can add. This is fenugreek leaves, fresh fenugreek leaves, because we can't really find purslane here in New York. Yeah. Okay. Let me get some water. Okay, so now we're gonna add some of our tomato paste. Tomato paste, love, 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 to thicken up the stew. That. A little bit more spices. So in Sudan, like, you really have to build up spice. You build spice before by marinating the chicken. while you're sauteing the onions and in the stew. So you have 3 layers of spice flavor. Sudanese food is no joke. Yeah, like that. And we're gonna try to mix in the tomato paste. Okay, our rice is boiling already. We're gonna bring it to a lower temperature, low heat, and just let it cook. Oops, that was the wrong one. There. And in like 10, 15, 20 minutes, because it's jasmine rice is not that thick, it will cook quickly. There. All right, any questions about Sudan? So I started STEM Books at NYC about 2 years ago. You know, I went to college and everything, had all the good jobs, but once I moved to New York, I couldn't find the job that I wanted. And I went to outdoor food markets, and there were like 4 different empanada stands in one of the street fairs. And I was like, if I just make one stand with my food that's different, I would make a banging living, right? So I just did my research, went to the small business center, and just started. And the rest is history. It's been so fun. And thanks to Rona, I can finally build up my online store. Like I said, we have the spice mix, savory spice mix. We also have, Evan, why are you laughing? Then we also have our chai tea mix. You can boil your milk. Put some milk in a pan, in a pot, and add like 1 tablespoon per mug. And you have a nice chai mix. And Starbucks is nothing. This is some serious milk, okay? Some serious chai tea. We also have our traditional cookies. Like this one is called buraiba. It's with a clove in the middle, a butter cookie, lots of ghee in it, clarified butter. So this is like the 3,000 calorie cookie, but we deserve it during times of Rona, okay? Then this one is kak, which is with powdered sugar. It has sesame seeds in it. It's a very popular cookie. We serve it during Ramadan or for Christmas. And then we also have a Swiss cookie that we're selling now because I grew up in Switzerland, and this is the only cookie I know how to make. I'm not a baker. I'm a savory chef, okay? As you can see. All right, let's check on our stew. Looks good. We're going to add the chicken back in.
Hey, so real quick, I got a couple
Yeah.
questions. I'm just going to be off camera. You said you're not a baker, you're a savory chef. Like,
yes.
So you know us common folk. I'm like, what's the difference? Because I'm thinking you're gonna be able to make.
There are pastry chefs and savory chefs. You know, like people who cook savory foods. So baking is very technical. I'm not saying that savory cooking is not technical, but as Sudanese people, traditionally we're not really big on measurements. As you saw, like I just added as I went. I did try to give you guys some type of measurements, but we don't do that. But if you're a baker and you're a pastry chef, you have to be very technical and very precise with your measurements because it's chemistry, right? How what's the temperature of the oven? How long are you gonna cook it? Blah blah blah. We don't do that. In Sudan we just measure by eye. Like we say بالعين, by eye. We measure by eye.
Wow.
Yes. I respect pastry chefs though.
And then you said Rona got you motivated to start the online store. Talk to us about that.
Yes. So I on the side I babysit just to finance my business. I was really looking forward to April, which is our market season. That's where I make most of my revenue for the year. But because all of our outdoor markets got canceled, Smorgasburg, Queens Night Market in New York, and other great pop-ups, food pop-ups are all canceled. So I had to really just move with the times, right, as fast as possible because rent is still going to be due, okay, next week, and the month after, and so on. These people are still going to want their money. So I had to reinvent myself, and I had other friends who had their online stores hop in, and I was like, okay, I never really had the time because I was running around as a New Yorker. You run around 7 days a week. So I was like, okay, now I actually have time to sit down and work on my products, my online store. So I just went on Shopify. Literally, it took like 2 hours to do. Right now, they have like a deal, 90 days for free. You got to sign up. Just take simple photos with your phone of your product, whatever you do. Everybody has a talent. If you're selling soaps, you're selling lotion, you're selling online classes. Zoom is big on online classes right now. Like, guys, this is the time to really reinvent yourself and grow your online business. There are so many tutorials on YouTube. Evan got a bunch of stuff for you. He's been telling us forever to set up our online stores, right? We ain't got no time. We ain't got no time. But now we have time. So yeah, get it together. Get your online store together. I just literally baked some cookies, snapped some pictures, uploaded them, set up my link tree, set up my Shopify, and that's it. The rest is history. Now y'all can order and eat the cookies with me. Yes. Yeah. Very simple, guys. Oh, let me show you how this is looking. Look at it. Look at the stew boiling away. Oh, wait. Let me clean the camera. It's a lot of heat in here. Look at that. You just let it cook. Oh, you can also add carrots. We also love carrots in our stews. Look at the rice. It's almost there. Oh, all this. Can you guys see? Look at that. It looks amazing, guys. Soon, 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 the rice is done. And the stew as well. Oops. There. Any questions?
So what do you you know, there's a lot of people say they don't have time to cook, you know, but it looks like you're gonna be done here pretty soon.
Yeah. I mean, this is literally like, how long have we been live?
This 25 minutes?
Exactly. It doesn't take time, like, and chopping the vegetables in a certain way, like, you know, you could prep the night before in the morning. You don't have to do everything at once because the prep is time consuming. So you just, you know, you peel your onion, you cut it in half, and then you cut it into halo form like I showed you guys. The tomatoes the same way. You could do that in a Tupperware, put it in the fridge, go sit down, go watch your show, watch your bad kids, you know, do what you gotta do, set up your online store, and then later come back when it's time to cook. You just get your oil heated, you also marinate your chicken the day before, the night before, the morning, whatever you want to do. Defrost your chicken that's in the freezer. It doesn't have to be chicken. It can be beef, lamb, pork, whatever you guys like. Yeah, let it marinate, and it will cut your time in half by prepping before, you know? Put any vegetables you like in your stew and get it popping, okay?
Now, I think you're doing some like, I don't know if it's daily, but I'm saying some daily episodes on your IGTV.
Yeah. I've been really low key before that. I didn't really share my personality as a chef, but now I finally have the time to, and I have IGTV now. I just downloaded the app and started posting my videos of daily, not daily, but every 2-3 days. You know, we gotta ration our food now. We don't know how long they're gonna keep us in here, right? So I've just been doing our favorite recipes, my favorite recipes, and you guys could check it out. Like I have fried beef, Sudanese fried beef. I have some vegan options, okra, and other vegan options, stews. I have some baking. I have some drinks like the chai tea. Like you guys gotta check it out and learn about Sudanese food. Yeah, we're almost there. The rice is basically done. Let me get a plate, start plating this. So we can have dinner. I'm hungry. I didn't eat all day. For you guys. All right. Yeah, so it's been really fun to do the videos. Like, the engagement of my followers has like risen immensely. You know, it's always good to show the story behind, you know, the chef, the story behind the brand. People love that. So if you have a story to share, you know, it's also good to brighten up people's day because, you know, this time is really tough right now for some people, for all of us, really. And you know, some people are getting laid off, so you gotta move fast. You gotta try to reinvent yourself real quick. Okay, you gotta cut into the chicken. You know, you don't want no salmonella or nothing, none of that. Sudanese food, like we cook it long. Like chicken, we cook in the oven for at least an hour. We go mind our business, watch our shows, come back to it. Stews the same way. Done. Yes, this one is done. Get this guy. Right here. Done. Guys. Now that it's boiling, you can actually lower the heat. If you want the flavors to unfold, you just cook it as long as you want, right? And usually the next day, everything tastes even better. Let me show you guys this beautiful dish. See, we have the rice here, jasmine rice. We have our salad to balance out that heaviness, and the chicken. There you go. And now let's eat. I would share with you guys, but I can't. The rice is perfect. Let's cut into the chicken. Any questions while I'm eating?
Did the frying speed up the cooking time?
Huh? That's it. Look, we're done. Sorry.
Did the
frying speed up the cooking time? Yeah, for sure. Because it seals in everything really fast. The chicken is still moist. Look at the chicken here. See, it's still very moist. And then by having everything on high heat, boiling, and then adding the water, you won't burn your dish. And just letting it simmer for 10-15 minutes is perfect. If you have an instant pot, even better. You can throw everything in the pot and have everything done in 15 minutes. You know, if you have kids, you have other stuff to do. You don't want to wait around here like me. Just throw everything in a pot, close up your instant pot, and cook it for 15 minutes. Yeah. And then you gotta dance, because you gotta work off these calories. Woo! Yeah, I can't wait to see the cheesecake ladies. What's her name?
She's here. She's here, Miss Debbie.
Hi, cheesecake girl. I can't wait for my cheesecake. Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about, because you said that, and thank you, by the way, for the presentation. I imagine that you're done with the again, the Sudanese chicken stew.
Yeah.
When I watched your IGTV, the first thing I asked you was, well, what can I buy from you? Right.
Yes.
That can be sent, to across state lines. So let's take a look at your website here and talk to us a little bit about the website. You just said you set up 2 hours ago.
Literally. I swear to God.
And
it's so easy.
There's a deal right now through Shopify that you first 90 days is free.
Mm-hmm. All you gotta do is put in your card information and you're all good to go. You just have to remove the password, like where you're the admin, and then anybody can basically put in their orders and shop. You just upload pictures of your product, and that's it. Little description. Yeah.
So we actually have a request. They said they asked if there's some Sudanese music and they want to see a dance.
Hey, you want to see a dance?
Yep. I don't know.
Okay.
They said
is it the one that you're playing?
Sudanese music, and they want to see
a
Sudanese dance.
Okay.
Debbie asked, "What is your favorite dish to make?"
My favorite dish to make really is the eggplant salad with peanut butter. So we fry the eggplants in oil, like deep fry them, and then we add tomatoes and onions like you saw in the stew. And at the very end, you add peanut butter. That's my favorite dish. It's like a baba ganoush, but it's even better because we are better. Yeah, that's my favorite dish to make. Let me see if I have some Sudanese music for you guys.
So we got the dish and the dance. We're getting the dish and the dance.
So Sudanese, we dance like a lot with our neck and our shoulders. Hey, this is my friend from Tanzania, my roommate.
Hey,
Yeah,
Tanzania.
she curates trips to Tanzania. So I would, Evan, maybe you'd like to have her on the show. She's amazing. She's a chef too,
Yeah,
but she
definitely
doesn't know it.
travel and all that stuff. Tanzania, we got to learn.
Okay, y'all ready?
Okay, we're ready.
Wait. We dance a lot like this with our neck. Wait. You can't even see.
Okay, come on, Tanzania, get in the shot. Don't be so shy. Hey!
Y'all can't even see the footwork. We're not ready. Yeah, there's so much to learn about Sudan still. Thank you, dear. There's so much to learn about Sudan. You know, our people are very, very reserved. Like, you will never catch a Sudanese girl dancing like that. It's a cultural thing, you know? But yeah, I'm very happy to share it because our culture is amazing. We're very open people. I mean, no, we're not open, but when you come to Sudan, we're very open. We're sharing our culture, but yeah, as women, we're very reserved. That's why there's no one who's like a Sudanese chef out here, you know? Yeah.
Absolutely, man. So let me roll your website back up. Thanks for that again. Talk us through your website here. I'll navigate for you.
Yes. So here on the Shopify, I mean, it's very simple. So I have two products that are featured on the first homepage. And then if you go to the products, we have our savory spice mix, our chai tea mix, and our biscuits. So the traditional Sudanese biscuits, the ghoraiba and the ka'ak, and then a Swiss jam cookie, which you can order with raspberry or with strawberries.
What is
Yeah.
that? Is that German Spitzbuben?
Yeah, it's Swiss German. So in German it's called Spitzbuben, but in Switzerland it's called Spitzbuebli. So I grew up there, and I mean I'm trained in European cuisine as well, but I wanted to show my own African stuff. But this is the cookie that I know how to make best. I'm the best. You tried them, Evan?
Which one? I tried the
The ghoraiba.
Yeah, there you
The
go.
ghoraiba. Let me say it how y'all could say it. Ghoraiba, maybe. Ghoraiba.
Ghoraiba. So you just
Yeah.
trained in European. What do you mean? So you went to chef school? What are you saying? You trained?
No, not trained, but I mean, like in Switzerland, you have home economics class where they teach you how to cook, you know, to sew, to do woodwork, you know, just skills. I wish they had that here too, you know. Everybody has a skill, everybody has a passion, and in Switzerland, growing up, the education system, you know, next to all the academic work, we also had like home economics. And of course, I learned all the European dishes, you know, the Swiss, the French, the Italian cuisine, whatever. But at home, I had all of my mom's Haitian dishes, my mom's Sudanese dishes, and my dad's Sudanese dishes.
So let me ask you. I guess this is a cultural question, or maybe a geographical question, because I think that Sudan it may get mixed with Saudi Arabia. And
oh hell no! We don't throw us with them.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We Americans are stupid. We don't know. I'm just saying.
Okay, so you see Egypt. Everybody know Egypt, the pyramids, blah blah blah. Egypt is right here. Sudan is literally like below, right there, right there. If Africa was a body, Sudan would be the heart. And and Ethiopia is so here's Sudan. Wait, here's Sudan. Ethiopia is like right next door. Egypt is above. Then we have Kenya over here, Uganda at the bottom, Congo. Yes, we out there. Chad next to us. Chad is just like Sudan, but they speak French, so I don't know what they're doing over there, but their food is the same, but I don't know why they speak in French.
Well, don't most of our brothers? You tell me. I'm under the impression that many of our brothers and sisters in the diaspora speak French.
No, oh my God, no. So, I understand, yeah. The history of Africa, we were colonized by these Europeans. So we speak English. Sudan, like the official language is English, and I mean Arabic first, and then English. But we also on the continent you have French, you have Portuguese, you have what else? What else is European down there? German in some places, which is weird. Afrikaans in South Africa from the Dutch and them. Ill. But anyways, like Africa itself, every country, there are 45, no, 54, 55 countries. I don't know how many they saying right now. And the youngest country is actually South Sudan. Yes. But for me, I consider Sudan one country, like forever. I'm from the North and South Sudan, so I'm very adamant about like Sudan being one for me. Anyways, so yeah, every single country, imagine, has like 300 different tribes, and each tribe has a different language, a different history, a different culture, and they all had to like get together. And the colonialists came and said, "Look, y'all one country," and they were like, "We don't even like them. Like New York don't like Cali, Cali don't like New York." You know what I mean?
So let me ask
Like that.
you, with the meal that you prepped today, that was the food. What would be the drink of choice?
Sorry?
With the meal that you prepped to stew, what would be the drink of choice? What would be the drink of choice to drink with
The
it?
drink of choice. Oh, okay. So in Sudan, we have this very refreshing drink. Let me show y'all. My secret stash. Okay, it's in here. We have to soak it like that. You soak it in water. And what it is in here, so in Sudan, we didn't have fridges to preserve everything. So you have something like a pancake that's very thin and dried, and it's full of spices, like hibiscus and cinnamon and so on. And we dry it and we fold it like paper so people can travel with it. And once you get to the house or to where you're going, you just soak it in water and you add some ice and some sugar. In Sudan, we like a lot of sugar, so they might fill the half of the glass with sugar. No, don't do that. Diabetes. So yeah, you just add sugar. It's very refreshing. It's like an iced tea. It's very healthy for you because of all the spices. We're big on spices. So this is my favorite. It's called abre or hilumur if you bougie, and it just means like sweet and sour, but very healthy for you. Very true. One day I'll package this. Don't tell nobody. That's the drink of choice. Or you just drink water because it's so flavorful. Everything else, you just gotta like wash it down with some water. You don't need much of other stuff.
And I think you have some things coming down the pike. Do you have a sauce or something like that, or how's that coming along?
Yes, I'm working on my hot sauce I used to sell at markets, with my sambuksas, which are small patties filled with ground beef or vegetables, and people love them. They're deep fried. They're like spring rolls, but in triangular form, more layers. And I used to serve that hot sauce. It's a green chili hot sauce. I'm not gonna tell you the secret. But yeah, people loved it. Like every customer that came up was like, "Yo, you need to package this. You need to package this." They've been saying it for like 2 years, but the process of having a vinegar-based sauce, an acidic sauce, is long. I had to take it to the lab. I got it verified, but now I need to get a new license for acidified food from the agricultural department. And now everybody's shut down, but it's a long process, and the opening for the exams is in April. So I'm hoping to take the exam then and then you can start producing. If you guys have a sauce that's not with vinegar, non-vinegar based, and I know every state has its own regulations, you can start producing now, basically. But I can't do that.
Absolutely, man. So, and show us the dish again that we prepared, and just kind of give us a synopsis of I try to capture it in the comment. Prepare the chicken, get the salad.
Yeah.
Kind of run through that for us again. A little summary of what you did.
Yeah, so I made for you today mulah jidad, which just means chicken stew. So basically, you just have to first fry the chicken, seal it off, get it nice and brown, a nice crust outside of the chicken. You marinate the chicken with our spices, either right before you do it or marinate it the night before. Then you saute the onions, you add tomatoes and garlic and green chili with it. If you're not a spicy person, you can leave that out. You add some more spices to it to build flavor. And then you can add the tomato paste to thicken up the stew with some water. And then you add the chicken back into the stew, right? And the salad is simple. It's just cucumbers, tomatoes, diced. We also add feta cheese to it sometimes, but I've been
Oh,
eating a lot of cheese lately, so I'm not doing that no more. And the dressing is just what is it? Lemon, lime juice, some water, and some salt. Our spice mix, and what is the other one? Yeah, it's very simple. Just lime juice, some waters, some olive oil, and our spice mix. Or you could just do salt, pepper. That's it. You need to have a balance of fresh vegetable with all that, juiciness of the stew and the rice. The rice, you could do plain white rice, but we like it, a little something. So we added some fresh diced tomatoes and onions first, in the oil that we cooked the chicken in, and then we threw it in the other pan and added the rice and some water, and that was it, and some lime juice, and that's it. Yeah.
so show us the dish again.
Oh, my food getting cold. Let me put it down so I can show you guys properly. Here. Ta-da. So yeah, here's the salad, the jasmine rice, and the chicken. Very simple, very fast, and you can make a larger pot of rice and feed a village.
Absolutely, man. Again, we got Miss Gladys Chateau here from Sambusa, NYC, Sudanese chef, bringing with us a dish for your Sudanese chicken stew. In the comments below, man, I'd like to know your feedback. This is our premiere show, our debut, bringing a cooking show. We're gonna look to do this every Sunday, hopefully. We got quite a few people that lined up already. We got a baker coming. We got some. It's basically gonna be a health and fitness type of show. Meal prep coming. Haitian, a taste of Haiti's coming.
That's passe.
So we just.
I'm a quarter Haitian. Let me plug that in. Quarter Haitian. My grandma's Haitian.
All right, fantastic. So yeah, I want to hear from the audience now. Any feedback from you guys, or what you guys think of the show? Any questions that you have for me or Ms. Gladys while we're here. Again, you want to follow her. Let me pull it up for you. Again, she's doing the reason why I called her out. I said, man, she's doing this stuff for IGTV. Man, come on and do it for the BBC. That's what I said. So I reached out to her and see what's going on. But your IG, again, she's got how many episodes have you done so far for your?
I've done about 7. And also one of the series that I did is to highlight other businesses of my friends, support another business. Like I did a hot sauce episode with the Shore Sauce. Like it's a young man from Jersey that I met, and he just launched his hot sauce he's been great. His hot sauce is great. And I want to do that continuously, just, during this time of Rona, highlighting other businesses that you could support, and just review their products and put a video on IGTV. So we all got to support each other, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Jennifer says that I love the fact that you use a lot of fresh ingredients in your dishes.
Yes, yeah, we do. In Sudan, what would happen usually, a mom or grandma or auntie, whoever cooks, would go to the market in the morning, and go get the ingredients, usually the vegetables and the fruit and all that. The men, they take care of the meat. We don't slaughter the meat in big slaughterhouses. It's very fresh, halal. And most of our food is actually plant-based, and then we add the meat later on. We fry it on the side and we add it later on. But we have a lot of vegan dishes just by default. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I'm impressed that you pivoted. You said, okay, here's what I'm dealing with now, and I can imagine people that's like they like stuck now. The market's closed, and that was their.
It's hard. It was hard. Like the first week I had an existential crisis. I was like, what am I doing? Am I gonna go home? Am I gonna travel and leave this place and just chill with my parents? Have a good home cooked meal? Or am I gonna sit through it and fight? But my friends encouraged me, my roommate encouraged me, and I just said, okay, like all my orders, like I do catering, so my orders were at zero. My commercial kitchen closed, so I can't cook out of the house and go, sell my food. New York is hard on that, so I just had to figure out what to do next. And I've always wanted to build my online store, and now like I have no excuse. So I'm actually grateful. Sorry, a little grateful for Rona. I'm with the people who have it, who are suffering through it. But yeah, you just gotta move. You gotta move. You just gotta switch it up, ASAP. If you have family and kids and people that are dependent on you even more, like not that there are no excuses, but like follow other people and try to see what they're doing and try to see what your talents are and move,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, beautiful people, I don't see any other comments here. I got some people watching those comments. Again, I wanted to get your feedback, guys. Let us know what you think about the show. Are you enjoying it? Should we bring this back? Is this not worth the time, the effort? Let us know your comments and the feedback in the comments below.
I'll still be cooking, whatever.
Again, she does have a website, guys, that you can actually, she has some stuff that you can order and shop with her. It's going to be here. You just go to her Instagram page, and then you'll be able to get a link to all this other stuff that she has here with her cookies and her spice mix. I think I got some spice mix, I believe. Yeah. So I got me
Evan,
like
let's see what you do.
Huh?
I said, let's see what you do with these spice mixes. Send us a photo.
Yeah, absolutely. So you gotta follow that, man. So Gladys, man, you got any last words for the people before we close this show out, man? Just want to I know you've been encouraging them already.
Yes, my last words would be just, stay strong, take this time to love on your family, be patient with them. It's a hard time to be in a confined space in the house, it's hard, we can't go nowhere. But use this time to really think of like what's your passion, what's your talent, what are you good at, and what can you bring to the online stores out here. There are so many channels out here, Squarespace, Shopify, I don't know what, IG store. Like try to push whatever your talents are out there and share it with the world. Yeah. And do whatever you love. Dance if you gotta dance, go to sleep if you gotta sleep, but wake up and do it again,
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much again, Ms. Gladys, for being
Thank you for having me.
Leading
I really appreciate it.
Leading the way on the Corona Cooking Show, man. Hey, Gladys from Sambuca, NYC, Sudanese chef, bringing to us some of her cuisine from the motherland. We absolutely do appreciate that here today. I believe next week we have, I think we got cheesecake next week, I believe. I'm not quite sure. I know people waiting on that cheesecake. And in fact, I told her, she was like, I don't know if I can give up my recipe. And that's what I told her. I said, listen, just imagine you gave me your recipe and I'm in the kitchen and I'm trying to make your cheesecake. How do you think that's going to turn out? Not good. Not good. So don't worry about giving your recipe away. I will still need you. So I convinced her to come on and give us some basics to baking cheesecake, which will be next week, same time here. Appreciate you guys. Hey man, this New Black Wall Street and what you guys are seeing is a collaboration from our Black Billionaires Club. We're featuring our members and with their special talents and things that they do. We want to give them a platform. We all work together to be able to help one another out. So hopefully you've hit that like button. Hopefully you've hit that share button because as we are our brothers and sisters we're talking about working together. Well, hopefully you did something that's free that could help somebody else out, right? You did something that's free that could help her sell another cookie or tell some more spice cake or pick up another student. Hopefully you did something that was free and somebody else was like, man, I've been trying to figure out how to cook some of this stuff. You just never know. Hopefully you at least did that. All right. Hopefully you at least did that. Hey, man, I'm ERGJ, your certified financial educator. Say thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street with our debut show for the Corona Cooking Show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back next week. And until that time, I want you to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, as you've seen today, we all we need. And thank God that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
The new Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. The knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We'll see you all there at the next episode of the new Black Wall Street. The new Black Wall Street.